Hi YouTube, this is themthatgots bringing you another video review. This time I have with me my custom painted NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures. I made these figures probably about 2 years ago or so. I've had the NECA figures since they first came out, you know, the ones that have the bases and everything, but I have those in my display. I've got them in a special case. I don't like to touch them, but I got another set here so that I could repaint them. This is actually the third set of these that I bought out of the 4 sets that I own. And I absolutely love these figures. If you ask me what my favorite action figures are of all time, I will tell you it's these, the NECA Ninja Turtles. They are just the most flawless figures out of any action figure that I own. And here again is my custom set. And what I did, well, originally I bought these to customize. I just wanted to paint the bandanas on them. I was going to leave the pads and the other straps on them, like the wrist straps. I was going to leave those the brown color that they came in. But I figured, hey, if I'm going to customize these, I might as well go all out and just do the pads and everything, the respective colors of the turtles. So I did. And if you don't know, the NECA figures originally they were based on the original comic books. So they all had red bandanas, similar to Raphael's, which is how they looked in the original comics. All the Ninja Turtles used to have red bandanas until it went to the cartoon, and then they changed it so that kids could better differentiate the characters. So that's what I did here to kind of make it more like the Turtles that I loved when I was a kid. I wasn't familiar with the comics until I was a little bit older, but these are the Turtles that I love from the cartoon. You know, I made them exactly how I wanted them. And here they are. I think they came out great. And this is actually one of the notorious bootleg sets from China, but these bootlegs are fantastic. If you're, on the fence about buying them, just do it. They're great figures. They're not exactly like the originals. There are some differences, but they're still fantastic figures, and they're well worth the money. You can catch these sets, I think, as little as about $60 plus shipping right now, which is dirt cheap, even for these bootlegs, because they are fantastic. Let me put my macro lens on here, and then I'll do a bit of a close-up look of all of them. They're probably looking fuzzy right now, but I'll start with Donatello. Here he is. He's got the nice purple bandana on. The purple's a little bit darker than I thought it would be, but I actually really liked it when I was finished with him. You can see the pads and the wrist strap there. Looking great. There's his knee pads. They retain all the articulation. I didn't do any painting around the joints or anything, so everything works the same as it would without the custom paint job. What I did here too is I had some extra sets of the hands that have the claws on them. I removed the claws and then mixed green stuff compound until it was close to the same color as the green on the hands, and filled it in so that I could have some open hands to pose them with. I think that looks really cool, having him posed with the open hand. The thing where a lot of people go wrong when they customize these is they just paint the bandanas and everything, and then they just leave them painted. What you have to do with these, since the figures have the black detailing here like you see on the arm, the black lines, they have those underneath, on the bandanas underneath the paint that I have on these on the actual set. So it looks good when you paint them, but it doesn't really look professional until you add those black lines. And I don't know how well they're coming out on Donatello, but you can definitely see them better on the other three when I show you those. And you have to do it everywhere, on the pads, on the wrist strap there, and they don't really look professional until you do that. So it's very important that you do that if you want to customize your own set. That's what makes it look good. I'll put him back there. Here's Leonardo. And kind of in the opposite way of Donatello, this blue was a little bit lighter than I thought it would be, but again, when I put it on there, I loved it, so I left it. And you can see the black detailing I was talking about there. It really adds that professional look to them once they're done. Let's see there. And I have this set displayed in my living room. It's one of the few action figures that my wife will let me display outside of my, my display room. I call it my museum room. but I display these proudly when anyone comes and visits. And you know, people are impressed by customizing. It really comes pretty easily to me. I was an art major in college, and I've always, you know, loved doing these sorts of things. But you know, I just love customizing. I do it because I love it. Only recently have I started to get, you know, paid to make customs for people. But here's Raphael. You can see the detail I put in the pads. They're made out of that softer rubber plastic. I don't really want to move the joints because this video really isn't about the NECA figures. It's just about the custom work that I did on them, and I have them posed the way I like them, and I want them to stay that way. And here's Michelangelo. I hope that orange is showing up okay on the video. It looks like it might be showing up kind of pink. I hope I'm wrong, but it's a bright orange and it looks great. Some detailing around the eyes, the bandana tails there. These figures are all the same body sculpt. The only thing that's different about them is the head sculpt. So all the pads and everything look the same. And then I have another one of those hands that I sculpted with the green stuff to have an open hand so that he could hold the nunchucks like this, and I think that comes out great. I've got the clear plastic bands that come on the figures, on the accessories when you get them. And then on this nunchuck here, I've got wire wrapped around it, you can see, so that it's posed like he's swinging it. And up close it kind of looks really bad. But you know, once you see it on display, when it's further away, it looks really cool, like he's swinging around the bandana there. And that's it for my NECA figure review. Here's one last look. I hope you guys enjoyed them. I definitely love making figures like this, and these are one of my favorite things in my collection. You know, the customs didn't really take all that much skill to do, but they look fantastic, and you know, I absolutely love these figures, and they're some of my favorite customs, even though they're some of the easiest customs that I've done. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. This is Them That Got saying, till next time.